everybody, the Britical Saiyans here. I'm Jonah.
And I'm Matt.
And we got the Yellow Buu reveals to cover.
Yeah, now that they've all been fully revealed. So, bear in mind, we'll probably skip over a couple of cards because they put stuff in between.
Yes.
But anyway, so Majin Buu is like yellow now. So what colour is he not being? Is technically red? Because that was Bobbity.
Yeah, we haven't had the red Buu as Buu. So.
And that's the only colour then, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because
we've had the blue, we've had green, we've had black.
Yeah, we've had everything else.
Yeah. Then anyway, so auto, when its card attacks, you get to draw a card. And then activate main. Once per turn, you look at the top 5 cards of your deck, add up to one yellow margin card with an energy cost of 6 or less from one end to your hand, shuffle your deck, and if you add a card to your hand, discard one card from your hand. Right, I get it for the discarding because of what the rest of the deck does.
Yeah.
But why? It needs his hand. Awaken is when you like it 4 or less, or you have a yellow margin Z battle card with energy cost of 2 or more in play. Draw one card, switch it to one of your energy to active mode, add cards to your life to you have 6. Right, okay. And then we flip it over. So Majin Buu absorption complete. Auto discard one yellow card from your hand. When its card attacks, draw 2 cards. So gaining only a card.
Yeah.
When ideally the deck needs to just draw 2 because of the amount of discard. Auto once per turn. If it's your opponent's turn, when you play a yellow margin card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, or using cards and switch to rest mode. This deck is all about just going, opponent's turn, do this. Because obviously we've read them as they've been revealed, but
yeah.
From what I remember, they all basically just like, opponent's turn, do something. Well, the majority of them anyway.
Yeah, it's all about discarding and stuff. So we got Majin Buu Power Manifest. So 8 drop, play 5k. It's an SR with triple strike. It's got 2 autos. So limit 1, pay yellow. If the leader is a Majin Buu or either Wizard Bobbity, both yellow, it's your opponent's turn, and you choose one of your yellow margin cards with an energy cost of 6 in rest mode. At the end of the battle, when this card is used in the combo, play this card from the drop in active mode on top of the chosen card. And then secondary auto is also limit 1. If you have 5 more energy and there are 5 margin cards under this card, when this card attacks, it gets 10k power for the turn. At the end of the battle, place this card in its own drop area and play it to one yellow margin with 30k power from your hand.
Well then, you notice how he doesn't have to deflect?
Yeah. No protection.
And he's just like, oh, no deflect, okay. So, they, not having deflect is fine because Trunks is gone, but still can be useful to some degree.
I mean,
for boss cards, but then again, this one's got deflect, so it's like, this is what, your secondary boss, and this is supposed to be your boss? I don't know.
Yeah, that one's meant to be the boss because it goes in, like the other 8 drop goes into this one.
Yeah. So you got, 8 cost, 30k power, Majin Buu, Vile, Onslaught. It's deflect, double strike, auto. If your leader card is a yellow Majin Buu card, when this card is played, buy another card skill against barrier and dual attack for a turn. Choose 2 of your opponent's battle cards, switch into rest mode, and they can't be switched to active during your opponent's next charge phase. That is really good.
Yeah.
Auto limit 1. When you use one of your yellow Majin Buu or Evil Wizard Bobbity cards, card skills to discard this card from your hand, choose to one of your opponent's battle cards and switch it to rest mode. Activate main limit 1, pay a yellow. If your leader card is yellow and you have 4 more energy, play this card from your hand. But you'd rather be doing it off this skill because then he gets more things.
Yeah.
I get it. It means that you can just put a double striker on board for 1 energy, but still.
You'd rather do the swapping, but I think the plus side on his active main means he's just generically useful.
Yeah.
So, that's fun.
I mean, yeah, I suppose you could just use this in any yellow deck, but you just get a deflect double strike body out of it, and it might just be, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, it's whatever. So, Bobbity promo. This technically isn't part of the Majin Buu stuff, but yeah. I don't know how this promo comes out for it, whether it's the pre-release thing or what, because the trailer normally tells us things like that.
It might be pre-release or the dash pack.
So yeah. Alright, so we'll just cover it then, I guess. So auto wins card attacks, you draw one card, add up to one card from your life to your hand. Okay. Standard kind of thing for, yeah. Awaken when you're looking 5 or less, draw one card, so one use your time race. Pretty simple for both effects, there's like none of the extra stuff. So go on to the awakened side. So it's got Overlord and once per turn. Permanent, treat agent instruction cards in your Z deck as if they have no specified cost and reduce the energy cost and Z energy cost of agent instruction cards in your Z deck by 1. Okay, that's pretty good. Depends how many agent instruction Z cards come out. Also, discard one card from your hand. When this card attacks, draw one card. Okay, why not just be draw a card? Activate main once per turn. Choose 2 of your margin and or agent instruction cards and they gain 7 for a turn. Okay.
And we got Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Terrifying Agent of Destruction, which is Z battle. So it costs 3 and 2 ZNG, 20k, dual attack, and when it's played, choose one of your opponent's battle cards in another bear, KO them. Additionally, when you use the skill to KO a battle card in rest mode, it gains critical for a turn. So, and it's agent destruction for your Z deck.
Yeah.
Gym promo.
GM is there? Okay, right. Well, yeah. Right. So there's apparently a GM promo as well. But no, we'll actually skip over that one. The only reason we did the other ones is because they were ish relevant, I guess. But anyway, so you got Majin Buu Intelligence Manifest. It's forecast, 15k power, deflect blocker. Auto limit 1, pay 1 yellow. If your leader card is Majin Buu or Evil Wizard Bobbity card, both yellow, it's your opponent's turn. You choose one of your yellow margin cards, energy cost of 2 or less in rest mode. At the end of the battle where this card was used in a combo, play this card from your drop in active mode on top of the chosen card.
I feel like all the Boos pretty much have that effect in some way.
Yeah. That's what I was saying at the start about, like, opponent's turn, do something. Yeah. Activate main, limit 1. If there are 3 margin cards under this card and you discard 1 or more margin cards from your hand, this card gains power equal to the total combo power of the card discarded by this skill for the turn. Additionally, if this card gains 25k power or more, draw 1 card and it gains dual attack for the turn.
Yeah. So if it has 25 when you do that, so instead of having to dump 25, you just like dump 10, draw and get in dual attack.
Yeah.
So we've got Majin Buu Talent Manifest, 6 drop 20k. It's got double strike, auto limit 1, pay 1 yellow. It's exactly the same as before, instead it just goes on top of the forecast. So you combo it
in rest mode.
Yeah. You combo it, put it on the rest mode card, switch them to active mode, so it's got some form of protection during your opponent's turn. And limit 1, if there are 4 more margin cards under this card, discard 1 more margin cards. This gains power equal to the combo power of the cards discarded by a skill. Additionally, if this card has 30k or more power, you draw a card and play a margin token, which is a 15k with 0 cost 5k combo.
Too much discard already. How much gain?
There's a lot of discarding in this deck.
Yeah, I know it does seem to be a very glass cannon deck, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to have to be another one that I see played before I'll probably give it the credit it deserves, but I'm also probably missing something. I don't know, but
it's a kind of a weird one because like the amount of discarding you have to do for each effect, it's like how do you
have enough hand to do anything?
How do you have hand, or do you just full aggro throwing stuff and then hope that your opponent dies?
But anyway, so yeah, you got Majin Buu, Nightmarish Glimpse. So it's a free cost 15. It's got unique, auto limit 1, pay yellow. If you card Majin Buu or Evil Wizard Bobbity card, both yellow, and you have 2 or more energy. When you use this use one of your yellow Majin Buu or yellow Evil Wizard Bobbity card skills to discard this card from your hand. Play this card from your drop.
That's good.
Okay, gives you the body on the board.
Yep.
Activate main, limit 1, discard one or more margin cards from your hand, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, KO it. This card gains power equal to total combo power the cards discarded by this skill for a turn. Right, I get it, you don't need to do it on all of the cards, but seriously, give the deck a bit of more draw power.
Yeah.
You can't try to meet the conditions or every single turn and try to defend yourself. I get that it's supposed to be like, it's yellow, it's meant to stall, it's meant to control, but I don't know. I keep seeing more and more of it, and I'm just like, I don't know.
So we got Shocking Regeneration. It's a 1 cost X card. Permanent. If your leader is a yellow Majin Buu Z leader, you can activate this card without paying its cost. And active main limit 1. If your leader is a yellow Majin Buu card, you can discard 1 margin from your hand, draw 2.
Okay. Just be draw 2. It doesn't need to discard. I'm sorry, it doesn't.
Yeah.
There's enough discard already.
I think it's meant to help it in some way, but it's like you could just have it as a limit 1, draw 2.
Yeah, because it is limit 1.
To that specific leader as well.
Yeah, so it's not busted at all. I might get partial hate for that, but honestly, guys, just a free draw 2 in a deck that discards a lot is not busted.
That is limited to 1 per turn. It's fine.
Yeah, it's not busted. The discard is unnecessary. So we got the Z battle card now. So you got Majin Buu, 2 hearts. So it's 2 cost with 1 Z energy, 10k power. It's got deflect and Z stack 2. Right, so yellow margin battle cards with energy cost of 1. When putting this card into play, / on top of your leader from your Z deck, place up to 2 of the specified cards from your Z deck under this card. Right. Okay. Like, the Z stack always seems to say leader, right?
It's just a generic thing for the skill, instead of having to alter it every time. It's like, this is what Z stack basically is. Just put those under the card when it goes into its own play area.
Yeah. Okay. So you got active main, limit 1. There are 2 or more cards under this card, which I would assume would be met by your first skill.
Yeah.
So you can discard 1 or more yellow margin cards from your hand. This card gains power equal to the total combo power of cards discarded by this skill for the turn. Additionally, if it card's 20k power or more, draw a card and it gains dual attack. Right. Okay.
That's not too bad.
Being able to draw a card back, like there was a card earlier as well that let you draw a card back. That's great and all, but again, too much discard. It's the biggest gripe I got with this deck.
Yeah. So we got the Z leader, which is Majin Buu Apocalyptic Awakening. Costs 2 ZNG and it's awakened by paying yellow when you're on 4 less on top of Majin Buu, obviously. It's got auto once per turn. When you play a yellow margin card, choose one of your opponent's battle cards or your instant cards and switch it to rest mode. Secondary autos, discard 1 yellow card from his hand. When you attack, draw 2. So same as the awakened side. And also once per turn, if it's your turn, when you use a skill to increase the power of one of your battle cards, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, ignoring barrier, KO it. Choose up to one of the keyword skills on the card you KO'd with this skill, and this card gains that skill for the turn.
So it's doing the green's gimmick.
Yeah, it's doing...
Just doesn't KO.
Basically doing the...
Because the green doesn't KO, this one does.
Yeah, that one KOs, whereas green just takes it from the drop.
Yeah, or, well, it can take from field as well.
Oh, yeah, it can now, so...
Yeah. Which, I mean, technically is part KO, but it's not. It's, yeah.
I'd say the green's kind of better because you deny your opponent that card, whereas like carrying it
puts it in a draft, which means they have access to it for whatever reason, for whatever skills. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. So we got Majin Buu, Heart of Good. Yeah, Heart of Good. So Z battle card, 1 cost, 1 Z energy.
1k power.
For a Majin Buu. What the hell? Permanent. While this card is under a yellow margin card with an energy cost of 2 or more in the battle area, The card above this card can't be KO'd once per turn. Okay, that's really good. Activate main, pay a yellow, choose one of your other yellow margin cards in your battle area and place one card from under that card in its owner's drop. Place this card under that chosen card. Right, okay, so it can help get underneath to get the Z stack with either, so you can either do it with the 2 cost ability or disability if need be.
Yeah, it also means like you can play it out and then put it underneath a different margin card.
Yeah, if need be.
So we've got Majin Buu, Heart of Evil. So 1 cost 1 with 1 ZNG, 1k power. Z stack 1, a yellow margin battle card, and it's cost of 1. So itself or the other one.
Yeah.
Permanent, whilst this card is under a yellow margin card with an energy cost of 2 or more in your battle area, the card above gains barrier. That's really good.
So you just chuck both of these underneath the 2 cost.
Yeah, so then it can't be carried once per battle and it gains barrier. Active main, look 1, pay 1 yellow. If you lose a yellow margin or body and you have 4 more energy, place up to 1 yellow margin card from your drop under this card and play up to 1 Majin Buu intelligence manifest from your hand on top of this card.
Oh, that's really good. Because then it gains barrier.
Yeah, and you choose one from your drop as well, so you can give it the other one's ability or just another thing underneath and have 2 initially underneath your intelligence manifest.
Oh, that's pretty good setup.
Yeah.
Vanilla Demora.
Yeah.
20k.
Moving on.
Bobbity super combo sparking 5. Yeah. That's kind of a given because you're gonna hit sparking 5 stupidly fast.
You are discarding like mad. It is the best super combo you could ask for.
Yeah.
So we've got Majin Buu, Budding Evil. 1 cost 4k power, auto level 1. If the lead is Majin Buu or Bobbity, both yellow. When you use one of your yellow Majin Buu or yellow Evil with Bobbity's skills to discard this card from your hand, play this card. And the secondary auto is when you play this card from your hand, you draw 1 card.
It shouldn't be hand. It should not be limited to hand. Why is it limited to hand?
Yeah, it should just also be alternate 1, draw 1 when you play this card.
When this card is played, when this card is played, draw 1 card.
Yeah.
That is the auto. That's what it should be. It shouldn't be hand.
That would make it so much better.
Yes, it would help the deck so much. Alright, so got Majin Buu the Innocent. So it's 1 cost, 4k, auto limit 1. I'm guessing this is the exact same auto. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's pretty much exactly the same auto for limit 1.
When it's discarded, play it.
Yeah, and then auto when this card is played from your hand, again, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, add up to 1 Majin Buu with energy cost of 6 less from one into your hand. Okay, so that hits a good portion of your deck.
Yeah.
But again, it has the same problem of why is it restricted to hand. I don't like, because that is the last card. Like if you're given that auto limit 1 of when it's discarded, so it's a good discard option because it can play itself. If it could get the other auto,
yeah, it would make more sense because there are decks that have those kind of synergy. I mean, Combo has the synergy of throwing Trunks onto your opponent's field and searching your deck, which is amazing.
There we go then, guys. Alright, so that's it for the Majin Buu deck. Yes, we heavily hated on this. I get that. I do apologise for anybody who thinks this deck is going to be really good. But
we're not saying it's bad, it's just that we're sceptical about it from the offset just because of how much discarding it is. It's like, how do you maintain? And there are skills that we feel like could just draw your card and could just let you gain more in hand because of how much discarding you need to do. It's like, why punish this deck for trying to play itself?
Yeah.
They could be lighter on it. Like the last 2 1-drops, they could just be limit 1s on place, do their effect. That would be fine. Because you can only play once per turn anyway, or you could just give them unique and that skill to just search and or just draw. Because then if you've got unique, you need to get rid of it before you do another one. So it's not too much to ask considering what's already out there and what's going to be out there.
Yeah, definitely. Alright guys, so leave your thoughts in the comments below, hit that sub button, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.